How's it going, everyone? We're here to check out the skins this week, and it is a little bit of a different week. Well, first of all, the skins are here on Friday, a day later, which doesn't happen very often anymore. And there's 12 community skins accepted this week, which is 4 more than usual. And then on top of that, most of these skins are from people who don't get skins accepted very often because they're newer. Or this may even be their very first accepted skin, because we have a few first accepteds in there. So, hey, very cool week. Hell Academy put together a list of kind of like up-and-coming people, so I hope that helped. You guys always want to see some variety, and it's always really cool to see new people get a chance at things. So now that we've been staring at the Abyss bag since I've been yammering on, here it is, $249 in all its glory, as you would expect. Of course it does glow, which we will show you here shortly. Next, we've got a continuation in the Punkjack set with the large wooden box. And it looks like, I think this will be the second accepted piece from this set, so one more and it will officially be an accepted set. So hey, there you go. Boom. Also has some very nice glow. Moving along, we've got a new transparent sheet metal door for you. $299 is going to be the price on this one. It is the Frontier Rustic door. And as you can see through the door. That's what I meant by transparency, in case you're not familiar with the terms. It does have a nice kind of wooden look to it for a sheet metal door. And boy, that transparency is definitely a good thing. And keep in mind, this will be one of the very few tradable sheet metal doors that has a transparency. Then we've got a garage door as our final deployable this week. It's the Neon Vibes garage door. And as you can see, this one has all sorts of monument stuff going on. You've got a little bit of every monument. There's a train going through. You've got cargo ship and submarines and airdrops and dome and helis, all sorts of everything. A little bit of this, a little bit of that, just to make you think of Rust in a pleasant way. This one will run you $349 this week. So let's take a look at the glow. Definitely a beautiful one that just pops. Now, do keep in mind, the roller does not glow on this one. Next, we've got our box for you. And lastly, the Abyss sleeping bag. Next up, we've got our weapons for you, and this is where we've got the most items this week. Since we have no clothing, it seems to have made up with the weapons. First up is the Soulless Legion Crossbow. This is going to run you the usual $199 price, and I believe is the second item in this set to have made its way in. Previously with the regular bow. There's some cool swords and stuff that go along with the rest of the set, so maybe we'll see some more from that, and it will officially become a set. Go ahead and spin around so you can kind of see how the light reflects off of it. It's definitely a very shiny crossbow to go along with the other pieces. Then over here we've got some bamboo for you with the Bamboo Blaster. You can pick up a nice little DB this week, and this one here has a fun little bamboo look to it. It also has a nice custom wood, or bamboo wood, I should say, stock and handle, which is nice. Aiming down the sides here. And we'll pop a reload for you right there. Next up, we've got another shotty for you, and it is the Ink Dragon Pump Shotgun. This one is just one of those things that looks like it was made in-game by somebody. Some simple painting on the actual pump up front with some red and white, and then you've got the rest is just carved beautifully with this ink or tattoo kind of style traditional dragon on it, which is very nice. Then aiming down the sights here, you've got normal iron sights, but you have a nice little kind of traditional rain cloud there. And there we have it. Moving on, we have a pistol for you this week, and this little Revy has some mean teeth for you. This one is the Soul Eater Revolver. It'll also run you the usual $199 price. Aiming down the sights here, you've got a nice clean black kind of shiny tip versus the rest of the kind of metallic. It's really kind of hard to see, but depending how the light hits it, you can see there's a bit of a difference. Kind of that sheen will help you kind of focus on the middle one, I think. And we'll go ahead and pop a reload there. And there you have it. Moving on, Whoa, that was weird. We took it out, then put it right back away. The Fossil Mp5. I know a lot of you have been showing some interest in the Fossil set with its kind of sandy design, and I think a lot of people like the simplicity of it. And it also kind of has like a desert camo kind of thing going on for you as well. Definitely blends in with sand quite well. The Fossil Mp5 is only $199, the usual weapon price. And there is a bit of a difference to the color of the tip, especially depending on how the light hits it. As you can see, it is kind of just a darker brown, but it can almost turn a dark black color depending on where the sun is. And then we'll go ahead and do reload for you there. Next, we've got an AR for you, and this one has kind of a simplistic design that really fits, again, into the game of Rust. A lot of people have been asking for things that just kind of fit, and I think this one is much more towards that. Has kind of that hand-painted look, and then you've got a very beat-up AR. Looks like it used to have kind of almost a nice kind of little pattern or design that used to be there on it. And, of course, going along with the name of Bullseye, there is the bullseye right there as you aim down the sights, and you've got a nice kind of neon green tip to the sight, which is quite nice for people who like colorful sights. Next up, we've got an LR for you this week, and it is part of the Modern Military set. This has been a very popular set for every piece that's come out, and it definitely screams for that military crowd that loves this kind of thing in Rust. Rust is one of those games where any kind of militaristic looking skin tends to do pretty well, so I can definitely see this one doing well this week. And it is only running for the usual $199 weapon price, which is quite nice. And it has a very colorful red ring and tip to go along with the sights, which is always a plus for most people. But last but not least, we do have one more skin for you, and it is the Chameleon bolt action rifle. Yes, this one will run you a little bit more than usual at $249, so a little bit more at 50 cents extra. But for this set, that's definitely a very good going price. Aiming down the sights here, you do have a little bit of color going on, just in case you want to do some iron sights shooting with this thing before you throw a scope on there. But there you have it, everybody. That's it for the skins this week. Sound off down in the comments section below. Is there anything that caught your eye of these skins this week? And as always, I love just hearing whatever feedback you might have. I'll try to get to the right people if it's not for me. And I hope you all stay rusty. And lastly, thank you everyone for bearing with there not being a video last week. For anyone that saw it on Twitter, in my Discord messages, or the little post I made on YouTube, one of our kitties does look like she may have cancer, and it's just been a really rough week to get that news and be dealing with her being sick and everything like that. So yeah, I appreciate the everyone saying they're sending their prayers, good vibes, whatever it may be. Definitely appreciate that, everyone. Thanks, and have a good one.